Daniel. How are you doing? Thank you for calling into our show today.
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Here's where we're Father with Father Richard, and w- you wanted to discuss something today.
Yeah, I have added a bit of adoration to my spiritual routine.
Good for you.
And yes, thank you. And I it has really improved my spiritual life. So my question is, how can I deepen my love for the Eucharist? Because I see I hear stories from about Saint John Paul II and how he had just that immense love for the Eucharist and
Right.
crazy things like he would walk by a door and know that Jesus was in that room and crazy things like that. And
Mm-hmm.
so that inspires me to have a relationship like that. So I was wondering how I could uh, start
Increase.
to achieve that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, on the one hand, remember those amazing experiences that we read in the lives of the saints. Sometimes are mystical gifts, right? So
Right.
we cannot
Right.
acquire that, that
Mm-hmm.
much, but we can
Yes.
prepare the groundwork, and that's what we can do to prepare the groundwork. And in order to prepare the groundwork, I think that visiting Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament, and when you go to Mass, to prepare before Mass, to give thanks after Mass in a moment, to have time where you reflect and consider what it is that you are receiving, where you are at, in the
Mm-hmm.
presence of whom you are, is very important. So if you go before the Eucharist, to think God is here, and to say frequently the words of St. Thomas the Apostle, my Lord and my God, right? My Lord and my God. He's my Lord, He's my God, He's my Creator. And little by little to have, like, talk to Him like a person. He's in front of you. He's right there in front of you.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if Father Richard has something else to add.
I think part of it is just having trust in the presence of Jesus. Sometimes if you are in adoration, it might seem that nothing happens, but
Mm-hmm.
actually, it's like, in the day of summer, you go outside at the beginning of the summer, and maybe you forget to put your sunscreen, and then at night you pay for it, right?
Yeah.
But during the day when you were without the sunscreen, it didn't seem it was doing anything, right? But it did.
Right.
So Jesus is like that. It's like that sun that gives
Yeah,
us,
it's good.
spiritual strength. And we always get that spiritual tan, that healthy exposure to His love, but sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we don't feel it. So
Mm-hmm.
trust always that He's there, He's powerful, and you can never ever go and visit Him without profiting some way, even
Right.
though
Yeah.
this is not apparent right away. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine it's not exactly the same, but to some extent there is some comparison with any human relationship with a person. So with your parents or with a girlfriend, right? So typically, if you don't speak to them, to that person, the relationship dwindles. So you want to talk with your girlfriend, or you want to talk with your parents, you want to talk with whomever you want to establish that relationship, and the more the better, right? And of course, in the case of God, you want to increase that affection of love. Tell him that you love him, that you adore him, and so forth. And the other thing that is very important is that remember that he is waiting for you in the Blessed Sacrament. He's always waiting for
Mm-hmm.
us, right? So whenever you
Right.
can, even if it's a little bit, just to swing by and say hi to Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yes.
So there's different acts of devotion to the Eucharist. You have the Holy Mass, right? To
Mm-hmm.
pay attention or be devoted to throughout the Holy Mass, to prepare some minutes before Mass, to give thanks to God after Mass, adoration, right? When you have the Blessed Sacrament exposed, and then sometimes simply visiting Him in the Blessed Sacrament. Just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes, 1 minute.
Yeah.
I would say that. Mm. Well, very good. I hope that helps.
Thank you for calling.
That does. Yes.
Yeah, God
Thank
bless you and
you.
have a great day, and hope to see you again soon. All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. God bless.